Hello there and welcome back. We are going to go through some of the worksheets that are attached to Module 4.2 in mapping out your Yes map. And the first one we're going to go through is that Upsell or Cross-Sell worksheet. And like I said, upselling and cross-selling can be a little confusing at times, so I went ahead and give you another definition here because I always need a constant reminder, so it's good to have that reference at our fingertips. But really this first worksheet is going to give you a couple of leading examples. It's going to, as you can see, there's some upselling examples and some cross-selling examples, and just as simply you can choose the ones that sound like it would be a good strategy to use in your business. By no means is this an exhaustive list. I hope to, as we grow this program, to add more and more to this, but it's a good starting point and at least talks about some of the most commonly used categories for upselling and cross-selling. But once you've got this kind of set aside for yourself and just have thought through a couple of which technique you want to use, what makes the easiest sense to do, you'll notice sometimes presenting the most expensive option first with the benefits is a upsell technique, as is comparison charts that show the value of a higher priced package. Those are really simple upselling techniques that may be just really quick and easy for you to implement into your business. You can see cross-selling techniques. Like I said, we learned from Amazon, 38% of their business boosted because of this one little technique of customers who purchase this also purchase that type of a structure. But one of the things I didn't quite mention in our training video was some of the prevailing schools of thought around what to add and what to offer. And a lot of times on some of these things, if you're doing, customers who purchase this also purchase that, you probably wouldn't suggest the second product being a more expensive product. It tends to be something less expensive or equally priced. Gift with purchased or gift with discount, meaning that if you buy one, you can get a second one at a discount. 25% tends to be a kind of the prevailing school of an effective percentage there. But you need to realize that it's completely and utterly up to your business pricing, and the value that you're communicating to your clients. So with that at the bottom of this is really what 3 ways can you tailor. That's in order for these to work for you, you really have to be able to tailor them to your business and make it make sense for your business. So I hope this is helpful. Our next worksheet is going to be on the service levels. And it's actually a 3-page worksheet. But again, we're just enabling people to say yes to our service or products at a different price level, so that we take price as one of the excuses that people, or objections that people give us as to why they cannot purchase our products. So the first one, we'll start off at the highest level. I always think it's really easier to start off higher and go lower. You might find for yourself it's easier to start lower and go higher, or easy to start where you are and work one way or the other, whichever way works for you. But the 3 pages are for the highest, the medium, and the lowest product offering or service. But you'll see that I'm going to ask you specifically to think through a few things. One is, who is this level for? Each level should have a discerning client that this is ideal for. This is crucial to be specific here because it's going to help you develop those questions that we're going to talk about in our next module, about really being able to dig into who somebody is so quickly that we know, that they need to be steered in the way of the low or the medium, or we know that they need the high, or we know there's certainly a medium but maybe they want the high. We need to get a better idea of who this client is so that we can prescribe and present the most ideal situation for them. When we talk about questions, I'll help you kind of basically ascertain some of this through the questioning process. But what we don't want to do is necessarily present all 3 all the time. We want to present the best for the client with the notion of upselling and a lot of different concepts in place at the same time. But you need to know who this is for. What kind of results are they looking for? Typically, higher products want higher quality, want faster want customization. If you think about these things, like think about all the bells and whistles that you could throw in on your product or service. You know, what kind of results is this ideal client looking for? And then how quickly, like I said, because time factors in a lot, people will pay for quick, um, or they won't pay for quick. And it's up to you to determine how important quick is to them. How important is price to them? How important is quality to them? So all of these things start to build those questions like I was talking about. But then we're going to talk about what are the 3 destination benefits. Now remember, we sell the destination, we don't sell the journey. So if they're going on the trip with you at this higher level, what are the benefits of going with you? And then for the premium level of support, what access does this include for them? What should they expect from you? What are the extras that they wouldn't get at another point in time? We've included just a small section for notes, and then I want you to brainstorm some potential names for this level. And it really does, it's best when it embodies the destination benefits, where you can kind of, you know, get a summary statement about the destination benefits. That's when you'll have some of the most competition proof type of a product here. But you'll just go through the same thing with mid and then again with your low level product. Okay, pretty easy. Then our last worksheet is the problem solution. Now I ask you to go back to module 1.2 in defining your services and bringing forward the core problem that you solve and what your core solution or the core way that you solve this problem. And I want you to ask yourself a couple of questions here. A, are you over delivering? Are you giving away the house for peanuts? Number 1. Number 2, do people become stuck or overwhelmed during the process? Key questions here, because if either of those, if you're a service-based business and the answer is yes, then you have the ability to chunk or segment your solution. If you have a product and your answer is yes, then you have the opportunity to create a service or a program to support the product, okay? So I want you to see sometimes that things that we might feel like are bad things in our business can actually show us the best opportunities. So the next question is, and there's a segment on the next page that talks about chunking, but the next question is once the client has received the solution, do you know what their next problem is? Now, if you're working one-to-one with your clients, you might be able to ascertain what is their next problem. And if you know that, what is your solution to that problem? And when that problem is solved, do they still have another problem? Okay, and then what's your solution to that problem? That's an easy way to take a look at it, especially if you're very linear and you said no to both of those questions above. But let's talk about, let's say, Leslie, I still don't know what the next problem to solve is. Well, there's a couple of ways to go about it. So one is to ask some questions, and you're going to ask your questions of your employees and of your clients. It doesn't have to be complicated. It only really has to be maybe one question, but I've given you a couple of ways to structure the question so that you can pull out of people the answers that they already know. Now, the reason why we bring your employees into play here is because they really know your clients the best. If they are the front line, or whoever is the front line knows these things and maybe has just not felt empowered to bring them up. So we want to offer them the opportunity to say, you know, what are our common requests? What product or service you wish we could offer? Because a lot of times our employees have, you know, a very caring relationship with our clients. What do you wish we could offer them? You know, and what opportunity do you see for us to grow? You can see, you know, if we were going to be your one-stop shop for auto body parts, what additional service or product can we offer you? You know, what would make your original purchase or experience seem even better? What did you wish you had? Help us, you know, help you in that kind of case. If you over deliver, the challenge here is that you really need to break up your solution into 2 or 3 segments. Now, if you've got a process associated with your service solution, then being able to break this up should actually be very easy. You just need to kind of give it a chapter headline, if you will, to the bullet points of those services. But I want you to take a moment and just kind of brainstorm what those things can be. Now, there's no reason that if you take let's just say for a service-based solution, if you had a 497 program that delivered the moon and the stars and you broke it up into 3 programs, there's no reason that it can't be 3 497 programs. I want you to understand that. You're just being able to take clients deeper because you're not trying to cover as much ground. So they're still getting good results, they're still getting quality results in the end. So those are our 3 worksheets for Module 4.2. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to jump onto the Facebook fan page. Let us know what they are there so that we can answer them. And then until then, we'll see you for Module 4.3.